speaking, firstly, just players out, back, where are we standing?
Darren Nugent, Danny Mandrew, Lee Grace, Sean Kavanagh, Trevor Clark, Adam Matthews, they're all still missing. But they're not too far away. I'd imagine over the next sort of week to 2 weeks we'll get them all back.
It's very strange to say to you, but bottom of the table at the moment, the table almost looks inverted. And disappointed with the result against Sligo.
Yeah, we're disappointed with the result, not so much the performance. We did a lot of things right, but we're disappointed with the goal we gave away. Both goals we gave away, and that's cost us the game. But look, we're 3 games into a long season. I've always said you judge this team come November, and I don't see that being any different this year.
Did you expect this kind of, I suppose, hangover, for want of a better phrase, because you have the European football? And I don't want to say to come down from it, but back to your bread and butter, it's kind of sometimes a little bit difficult, is it?
No, we've been good. I think people look at results, and I understand that, but that's my job, is to look at the performance and everything within that performance. And I really like what I've seen. Don't like losing the game on Monday and how we've lost it. That's quite obvious, but I really like large aspects of what we're doing, especially with so many new players within the group. And like I said, if we trust the process of what we do, we'll be fine.
Are you slightly concerned though, because like you go back to last year, that kind of inconsistency and a bit of a slow start then as well ultimately ended up costing you what was a very tight league campaign?
No concern. Like I said, I like where the group is. You get a feel for it. I like where they are. I like large aspects of what we're bringing to the games. Last year, yeah, the slow start didn't help, that's for sure. But there was many other different things that came together and us not winning the league. It wasn't just a slow start. We threw away a lot of silly points at home that we were ahead. And then obviously we had the incident in Derry that didn't help us either. So there's a lot of small things that build up to us not winning the league last year. Yes, the start didn't help that, and we got to make sure that doesn't happen again this year.
Overall, are you happy with your squad that you've put together? It does seem to be getting stronger and stronger every year. Obviously the financial benefits help from Europe too. You, I suppose, confident that this squad can compete on all fronts this year?
Yeah, well, when I've been here, we've always sold players and moved players on. That's always been the case, and the off-season's no different. That's the way it goes in this league and in most leagues, but especially this league. So, yeah, we're quite comfortable with that. We like the group, like the energy in the group, we like where we are, like I said. We just got to tidy up on the small bits.
That's 2 wins now on the bounce after a bit of a tricky start. How would you assess the start to their season?
Yeah, they've obviously picked up wins, and I think that's important. So we know that we're against a good team. We know they have good players, especially in the final third. So it's going to be a difficult game. There's no two ways about that.
It's funny, Dylan mentioned that as well. Players in the final third. Aidan Keane is one of those. 4 goals already so far this season. A player on fire. Somebody who you're going to have to give maybe some special attention to.
No, we don't do that. I think you focus on them as a team, on what they bring to the game. Yeah, he scored 4 goals, 2 of them penalties. That's the way it goes. He's a good player, but there's more than just that. There's a lot of good players in the attacking part of the pitch. So you got to respect them as a team and what they try and do.
Have you been impressed with Stephen Kenny's tenure so far at Pats? What he's been able to maybe turn that club around, and they seem to be kind of up there with yourselves, maybe Shells as the real contenders for this title.
We're contenders after being bottom now, are we?
You're almost contenders too.
No, look, I think to be fair to Stephen and St. Pat's, they've invested heavily in their squad, and you can see that throughout the squad. And when you invest, you end up with a really strong squad, and that's what they have. So I imagine they will be there or thereabouts come the end of the season. Stephen's a manager that knows the league really well. He's been very successful in the league, so I'd imagine Pats will be there or thereabouts.
Friday night at Tallaght Stadium, is it the perfect way in front of these home fans who've given you so much and continue to sell out that stadium to get a win tomorrow night? Yeah, well, we know, like I said to you earlier, we like large aspects of what we're doing, but you got to turn them performances into results. There's no to that's what football's about, and we got to start doing that. So the aim will be to try and do that tomorrow night.